Yo guys, what's up? I got the plays for you guys for Monday Night Football. I got 3 plays in this video that we will talk about very soon, and hopefully we can go 3-0 on those plays to bring our overall record in the last 3 videos to 11-4 run, because our last 2 videos now, we have gone back-to-back videos where we went 4 for 6. So on Saturday and Sunday, we went 4 for 6. You guys can see the play right here. This is a screenshot of the play on Sleeper because I told you guys to put it in on Sleeper because it was paying over 18x as of where Prizepicks was only paying us 9x for the play. We got close. If McCaffrey just got in the end zone and Russell Wilson threw another like 25 yards, we would have cashed a 6-man play, which would have been amazing, but still went 4 for 6. Still very, very solid, guys. Make sure to drop a like on the video. It takes 5 seconds. It's free. I would really appreciate it. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel as well. I post videos every single day. I do not miss a day ever, and I post videos for college football, NFL, and NBA. So lock in, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of those videos. And also Sleeper right now, I talked about it in the last couple of videos. I'll continue to talk about it because Sleeper right now has a $1,500 deposit match. All you have to do is download the app and deposit with promo code GHOST. It's all caps right here, and they're giving $1,500 to you for free, and that is for limited time. I don't know how long they're going to have that, but at least as of right now, it is a $1,500 deposit match. Most apps have a $100 deposit match, so $1,500 is by far the biggest I've ever seen, probably the biggest any of us will ever see. So if you guys are in any of these white or gray states, including Canada right here, look in this picture right here. If you guys are in one of these white or gray states, you guys should have Sleeper. If you don't already have Sleeper, get it right now. And if you do have Sleeper, put someone else on. Put a brother, a dad, an uncle, someone else on, because they could get $1,500 deposit match for free right now just using promo code GHOST. And I'll talk about it more in this video, but Sleepers play in this video as well. I think the payout on Prizepicks is like 4.5, and on Sleeper it's 5.2. So Sleeper always has higher payouts, which obviously I talked about last video, but I'll show you guys again. I'll show you the play on Sleeper again at the end of this video. But Sleeper continues to have higher payouts because Prizepicks has been screwing everybody over with their payouts lately. So again, I'll put the links in the description in the comments, but basically Sleeper is going to give you guys higher payouts and a ton of free money, up to $1,500 right now. So make sure to go do that, but let's hop into the video. So the first play I'm going to have for you guys is going to be over on the Cowboy side. We're going to be going with Rico Dowdle. We're going to take his under at 57.5 rushing yards. That line seems way too high to me so far since he's been the Dallas starting back. These last 5 games, he's gone under this line 3 out of those 5 games. The 2 games he went over, he went way over against Pittsburgh and then over against Atlanta as well. But 57.5 with Cooper Rush in at quarterback, a lot of people think, okay, so, they'll just run the ball more. So Rico Dowdle should have like 70 plus yards a game. However, the problem with that is if we know that, the defensive coordinators for Houston also know that, obviously. And you guys can see that being true against the Eagles right here. They gave the ball to Dowdle 12 times in that game because they were losing the game as well. So even though they wanted to run the ball better and more times, they couldn't because they were losing, which they should be losing in this game as well. So he only had 53 yards against the Eagles right there. And Houston's run defense is very, very solid. You guys can go back and look at the running backs that they have been going against so far this year, but they just held Gibbs and Montgomery to under 4 yards a carry. I expect Rico Dowdle in this game to have 12 or 13 carries, and if he does have 12 or 13 carries, he would have to average about 4.5 yards a carry to actually hit this line. That's why I think the rushing yards line is way too high, because if, Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery can't average over 4 yards a carry, I don't see how Rico Dowdle is supposed to average over 4.5 yards a carry. I just don't see that happening. So I'm taking Rico Dowdle under 57.5, and most apps actually have that, at a lower line as well, which is good for us. I don't even think he's going to get over 50 yards, to be honest, but I'll talk about that a little bit later in this video. The next play we're going to be going with is going to be over for the Texans side. We're going to be taking Ka'imi Fairbairn over 9 fantasy score. So he's hit this 4 out of his last 5 games. The one he didn't hit, he's still tied. So still very solid for him. He's been playing really good all season. The Texans kick a lot of field goals. I don't actually know for sure, but if I had to guess, I'd say they kick probably top 3 most field goals in the league. They might be number 1. I'm not sure. I haven't checked in a little bit. Been a couple weeks since I checked. Last time I did check, though, they were very high on that list. So they kick a ton of field goals, and you guys can see that right here. So over 9 fantasy score, he's been crushing this line. Dallas is actually top 5 in the league at giving up the most field goals because they give up a ton of points overall. So kickers are just scoring a ton of extra points, ton of field goals just off of that. But honestly, their red zone defense isn't horrible either. They do give up a lot of touchdowns, to teams like the Lions and stuff like that. But they give up a ton of field goals as well. They just allow every team they go against to score so much that the kickers just benefit like crazy against them. So, like I said, excuse me, he's hit this 4 out of his last 5 games, tied the other game. This is honestly probably one of, if not his best matchup he's had all season. So I really, really like that kicker right there. You guys can take his Goblin at 1.5 field goals made if you like that more, if you just want to play it a little bit safer. But I'm going to take his overall fantasy score over because I think he's going to have another great game tonight on Monday Night Football. And then the last play we're going to be going with is going to be Joe Mixon to get a touchdown. So this is a Goblin. He's hit this every single game he's been healthy so far. He's had 2, 1, 1, 1. So he's been killing this. I think Houston scores a lot of points against Dallas, probably at least 3 touchdowns, I want to say. I mean, as far as I can see everything on paper, they should score at least 2 touchdowns. And honestly, even if they score 1 touchdown this game, it's probably going to be Joe Mixon. When they get within the 10-yard line, the 5-yard line, they just love to hand the ball to Joe Mixon. The guy gets over 20 carries every single game. He's getting passes out of the backfield. He just scores so much for them. So it's been very consistent. Dallas's run defense is horrible. They have one of the worst run defenses in the league. They gave up a lot of rushing touchdowns. They gave up, again, a lot of points and a lot of touchdowns in general. So I think this is just a fantastic matchup for Joe Mixon. He's projected to do very, very well. So great matchup. He's got a touchdown every game. It's hard to not just throw that as a cherry on top with the normal little 2-man right here to just throw in a little Goblin right there. But again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I wanted to show you guys this. So let's say I put $20 down on this play. It's going to pay out 4.5x, which is going to be $90. So if we cash on a throw $20 on this, we cash. That's going to be a $90 win, as opposed to where on Sleeper right now, if you put this exact same play in, Mixon rushing touchdown, Fairbairn over 8.5 kicking points. It's not fantasy points, but it's, basically the same thing. So Fairbairn over that, and then Dowdle over 52.5 rushing yards. So again, this line is a little bit lower, but like I said, I don't even think he's going to get over 50 rushing yards. So it's essentially the same play, and it's giving us 5.22x payout. So if we cash $20 play on this, it's going to pay $104 on Sleeper, and it's only paying us $90 on Prizepicks. So I highly, highly recommend to put this play in on Sleeper, but not just this play. Honestly, all your plays really should be on Sleeper at this point because Prizepicks with their Goblin plays, they just barely pay out anything with them, which is really annoying. So if you guys can, if you're in a state where you can get Sleeper, I would highly recommend to just put this play in on Sleeper. And again, $1,500 deposit match if you get it right now. So this is the best time you could get Sleeper because normally it's a $100 deposit match, but $1,500 deposit match for right now. So again, I'll put that in the comments and the description. Go download it right now, and it asks you if you have a promo code where it says promo code. Type in code GHOST, all caps, and then you will get that $1,500 deposit match. So get your free money. Be on an app where you're going to get better plays. And at the end of the day, the app you're betting on is going to mean more than anything else because it might not seem like $15 difference is that big of a difference. But when it builds up over time, it's going to come out to a couple $100 differences that you're just leaving on the table because you're, too lazy to get on another app. So make sure to go do that as well. If you guys are already on Sleeper, you guys can do the same thing on Chalkboard. It's code GHOST as well. They have a $100 deposit match, or Parlay Play has a $100 deposit match with code GHOSTLOCKS. So get on any one of these apps, and you guys are just going to, have better lines and bigger payouts as well. But again, I'm just really talking about Sleeper a lot because of the $1,500 deposit match. But other than that, guys, these are the plays that I have for you guys for Monday Night Football. Really hoping we could cash and sweep this so that we go on a 11-4 run, which would be amazing. But other than that, guys, these are the plays. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.